Hello and welcome back. We are back with a Gran Turismo 7 daily race B, I believe, on the Nürburgring 24-hour layout on the shorter GP track, that is, going backwards. And I tell you what, going backwards really threw me off. So as we begin the race now, immediately Tam Tam is being bam dodged, and we get past him. So we skip a little bit further on, and wow, Drift King Honda in front. We're in the 4GT, and as you can see, around this first first carousel backwards, the BMW there has a little touching grass moment, and spins out. Now we skip to the, we look at the radar there, and Grumpy Old Man in the matte grey 4GT bursts alongside us. Gets that overtake done, so we're now on 13th. Now we're skipping ahead again, and someone's head gasket has gone. Nope, it's just people hitting the wall and touching the barrier. Now Joseph and Grumpy Old Man both have penalties. I accidentally touch Joseph, so he gets sent into the barrier. Now, as a bit of karma for that, something comes up in a bit, but Grumpy Old Man gets too angry and exits the track, rage quits. Now we're in 9th, catching up to P-Tom, almost crashing to the barrier there, but luckily had the skills jokes to save it. Now we're coming up to the actual carousel of the Nürburgring, and this is obviously infamous for just for the corner it is, but obviously brake way too late. And yeah, just smashed into the barrier. Now we've got front damage on the left and the front, so now my car's steering to the left, making it quite hard to just maintain and keep a straight line. Now we are going to skip a little bit to now look at the difference in time for Tam Tam catching up to me. Instantly just catches up, and he's already half a second behind me. And as I come off this sausage curb there, or whatever it is, I get a little bit airborne, and then penalty subsequently has a penalty. He rams me in the back, so gotta really not be rusty and actually play it properly this game. Now we're in sort of, say, over halfway through, kind of thereabouts, and still penalty behind Mies, or I'm not too sure how you say that, but it's quite a close battle between me 11th and 12th, coming up this uphill section of the Nürburgring. Penalty there does seem to get a little bit more pace and speed throughout these corners, but doesn't commit to the overtake, whether that's because of he knows what kind of driver I am, slow, rusty, and everything like that. But I tell you what, I said earlier, this whole backwards Nürburgring is really just a throw off. Some of these corners are so much different compared to going the normal way around, just like the second YouTube corner, which is that one we just gone past. Now, as we come down into the valley and up now to the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra banner bridge, we get a bit of a hairy moment. So brake zone there, into the left hand obviously for this main straight. Now get a little bit of a slide on touch the grass, but the 4GT is pretty good like that, to be honest. And now this is one corner that really throws me off. I was taking this so slow when in fact you really don't. You could probably do that with much more pace and speed. And as a result of my shambolic driving, as we come around into this corner here, I hit the wall and recover. Luckily I don't spin, unlike some of the other people we see in this race. But as a second penalty, and our goal is to try and catch up. We're just over a second, but losing the pace because of the damage to the front. Now into the infield section, and nothing explains more than being rusty is definitely now miss the apex, run wide, and really just rusty driving. So we're in 12th, so 2 places I believe we've effectively gained, starting at 14th, and the top looks like top 10 drivers are all German too. That's ironic. Obviously we're on a German track. Missed the apex completely there, but it's all good. Now normally you'd go all the way down, but this is the shorter GP track, so turn left here and then proceed on to the normal part of the track. And I'll tell you what, as we come up to not this corner and not this corner, but the next corner, it is considerably so much more wider coming up from this way, so you can actually take a lot more speed than what I'm doing. I'm going around like a grandpa. But as we approach now the main section of GP straight, Drift King Honda, who we saw back right at the start, is over 3 seconds away, so you know, really should be a comfortable 12th place victory. But with Gran Turismo 7 being what it is, obviously anything can happen, and we'll introduce the split cam at the top, and of course brake way too late, smash onto the grass, hit the barrier. Drift King Honda there in a Porsche overtakes. Now we've got Joseph in the Audi R8, so this is quite close. It was less than, well, about a second away now from catching up into the slipstream he is. So whether the R8 is quick enough to actually catch up and maybe he gets into 12th, we'll take a look, but it is obviously quite close. But we do maintain 12th, which is good, but we'll jump into the next race and see how we get on. So race 2 on the daily race B, I believe, again the Nürburgring, but this time we're using the Dodge Viper. Now these American cars, very powerful, very quick on the straights. As you see, Blitz the 911, he's in the slipstream, still not getting past, so credit to where these American cars are due, you know, very quick on the straights. Now as we approach this first corner, move up a couple of positions, accidentally tap the back of Cav, a couple of cars spinning off, we move up now into 7th place, so I think we've gained 7 positions. I believe we started in 14th, I didn't really check to be honest, but first carousel there, take it a bit wide. Now a little bit of smoke up ahead, and as you can see, it's probably the result of those 2 cars coming together in a previous instance there, so having a little battle up there, but doesn't really affect our race. I get a little tap from Enzo. Maybe I was going a little bit too slow for that corner. Now in P7, Enzo again quite close. We're trying to catch up to is that 4th, I believe. I take it a bit slow, but we'll skip up ahead. Now we've learned our lesson, take that corner a bit slower so we don't actually end up into the wall and into the actual carousel. Still can't take it, of course, still awful, still not taking it correct, and subsequently running on the outside of the carousel, but at least I didn't hit the wall. Now on to, I don't know, this can't really say back straight because this track, it's not a map, this track is absolutely humongous. Anyway, hit this curb here, sends me flying into the barrier there. Now Enzo and Arnie get the overtake done, so I've dropped now 2 positions, so not great. This 911, wow, it's so loud. I forgot they even added it into the game, and I was like, I've never heard a car so loud in this game before. But yeah, the new 911, very loud. Anyway, we move up into P8, Al Blados. Had a little spin there, not too sure what happened. So get that free position there. Now into this like infield section now coming up the hill. Enzo here, well, has a little talk with the barrier, cuts the grass whilst he's at it. 2 jobs at once. So his mistake leads us to catch up with him. So now less than a second. So now we just got to drive confidently and obviously keep within the lines and confines of the track, tarmac. So Enzo, well, actually I say that, luckily for this Viper, you know, it's quick on any sort of straight. The 911 behind, you can hear that from a mile away, so you know where he is at all times. So we catch up to Enzo, and then on this YouTube corner we get a little slide on, and then now down the valley and then up the hill. We have good grounds now to catch up and hopefully pass Enzo. Now I'm not too sure what he's going to be like when we try and pass him, but we'll have a look. So we go on the outside of him, he then just drives into me, I pop a little wheelie, we then come into contact again, coming back onto the tarmac. Now I know I can pounce, got the 911 behind here. Now if we look at the radar, he sort of veers off left. Again, I'm not really too sure what happened, but we'll get back into the race. So onto this straight here. We know we've got grounds on Enzo to pass him. We're way into the slipstream, so it's all good. I move to the inside of him, or her, or them, and get the move done. So back into P7, so where we were right at the start of the race, after all those overtakes. Now I take this left-hander a lot better. It is very awkward, because it doesn't look like it should be that fast, but it is. Now we learned from the mistake now, and we take this corner a lot better. Don't mount the curbs. If there's any bit of advice for this particular daily race, don't mount the curbs, don't touch the curbs. As you can see, coming up in a short moment, touching the curbs is not really a good thing, because it just sends you off like there, just does all sorts of gymnastics. Enzo gives us a little tap saying, you know, well done, you know, you failed. But we haven't really lost much basis on Enzo. So as we come up now to the start of the actual GP circuit of the 24-hour layout, we're literally on Enzo's tail lights, and we just got to drive this bit smooth. First corner there, well, first bit of apex, no, but the second one's pretty good, I think. So it gives us more ground again. I keep saying ground, well, but look how much we catch up. I do like this Viper, but I think in the slow corners is just not that great. But thought about the move on the inside, but no. But when it comes to this second one, I thought, you know what, let's do it. You know, got the move done, back into 7th. So park the bus on the inside of the apex here. Obviously, if you look on the radar, there's at least, you know, well, there's 3 cars at least, all battling for P7. So I don't really want to lose out, especially near this sort of end of the race at this point. Now, as we come on this right hand, I take it extremely wide. So I mean, the slow corner, there's a lot of understeer on this car, and this second corner again, I know I can take it a bit quicker, but just low speed cornering in this car is not great. Now, zoom up this main straight here on the GP circuit. We again learn our lesson and brake in time and slow down quick enough to actually make the corner. So P7 it looks like it's going to be, don't make a mistake. So look, if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more of these daily races, I've got some new content that I want to start getting out there. So if you want to look forward to that, subscribe, get yourself subscribed, turn on that notification bell, like the video, comment, dislike it, do what you know. But I'll see you lot in the next video. Bye for now.